Good job. Hold.
All across the world, you'll see it. Rugby just kind of brings people together in very strange ways. It's the only sport where you could spend 40 minutes beating the shit out of somebody and then be like best friends afterwards.
It's almost like a fraternity in itself, the rugby team, just because of how much time we spend around each other. We could just be playing video games, or we'll go to the gym together. We just spend so much time together, and there's a great friendship there.
I love that camaraderie that came with playing that sport. I love the physical contact.
Rugby is not a very well-known sport in America.
We feel as though we don't get enough support. They're constantly cutting our budget.
We don't have enough people to make a team.
A lot of people didn't even know that we offered a rugby program.
Worst case scenario is disbanding and no longer being a club.
And that would be absolutely devastating.
I'm Brandon Myers. I'm the current captain and president of the club. My job is to oversee practice, make sure the practice runs fluently, and then I take over a position as coach whenever the coach can't make it.
Rugby is a very complicated sport. It's really just a bunch of outmaneuvering and trying to out-skill your opponents, and that's really how you score in rugby.
What really made me want to decide and join the rugby club, I was pursued by the head of recruitment at the time, and he really just encouraged me to try it out. It was nothing I'd tried before. It was nothing I've never played a contact sport before, and it was something really out of my comfort zone, and I just went out and tried it and stuck with it these last 3 years.
The history of the rugby club really goes back forever. I mean, they were great back in the day.
The rugby club was founded in 1987 here on York College. We originated as the York White Roses.
As far as the history of the rugby club goes, a lot of that history has been lost just because of classes passing on through the school.
I've met a lot of the older rugby guys, and they are interesting people, and it's just, that's what rugby attracts, I guess.
Going through the 90s and the 2000s and even the 2010s, York had a very dominant program. I believe we had a guy from around 2013, he actually played for the Bosnia team, the national team. So tons of athletes have come out of York.
This club has had some big wins in the past. We played Ohio State back in the early 2000s, and how that was a pretty close game. I think we won 17-0. The biggest challenge that the York Rugby Club faces right now, a lot of members of the club feel as though we are not accurately represented at this school.
There's not a lot of people coming into college having experience, and those that do are going to those D1 programs.
So it was a little rough of a season.
Definitely not ideal in any circumstance. We were low in numbers going into games, we had low numbers at practice, but still enough to field a team. We were sitting around 17 guys.
Right now, we're really trying to get a good group of guys that want to keep playing rugby and that want to recruit others to play rugby.
Most of the guys on the team have become like some of my best friends here.
Since joining the rugby club here at York, I've really seen a more positive outlook on life. I'm more determined to not only keep up with my own physical health, but my own mental health as well that comes with being a collegiate athlete.
3 years ago, I didn't have many friends, and I was kind of in a really low point in my life. So joining the rugby team gave me that family, so to say, right away. Gave me friends to talk to, a place to go, and people to see on a regular basis that actually wanted me to do better and succeed. And I think overall having that safe place to go and that group of friends that I could go back to and talk to every day was really important. Overall, now I want to spread that back to the new classes coming in. And so just providing that safe space and seeing people come in, especially the quiet people that don't like to talk a lot, but giving them a place where they can open up, I think is really exciting.
These guys are like my best friends here on campus, and I wouldn't change that for the world.